it's Duck is always, I ain't the goofy ass nigga. It's Duck pride. It's a pride thing with Duck. I can put my pride to the side. You feel me? Sometimes you feel me. Like I can think. I can sit down and really think and analyze shit. Duck has a pride issue. So Duck like, I'm not the goofy ass niggas. I'm not finna get signed and leave. I'm doing this. And then he got a lot of responsibilities at home. He took care of everybody. You feel me? He took care of me, his family. You feel me? Everybody. You feel me? Like this was a person to put food on the table for everyone. You feel me? So he can't take everybody with him to go. So he gonna stay here and he gonna make sure everybody's straight. But I stressed it a million times. Like sometimes you gotta go. You can't do it. Everybody say that you gotta leave some people sometime to get to the top, bro. Like you can always come back, bro. But everybody can't go at that moment. But it was always a pride thing with Duck, and like I said, it's a meme going around on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like when Duck died, it was like he was the only guy to move through the city without no security, none of that, and be safe. Like everybody else needs security, woo, this and that. They wouldn't do it, this and that. It was like, come back to the pride thing. The internet make you feel like you just untouchable, but in reality, everybody is touchable. You supposed to have security.
Right.
You supposed to, whether it's your brother with his gun or whether it's a licensed security. You feel me? You supposed to have security.
Right.
Duck didn't want to do none of that. He fucked that. I'm staying here, bro. I go out when I want to go out, this and that. If anything, I'm about a block and build something on the block type shit. That's what Duck was.
Right.
Duck was one of them.
Yeah.
He was a provider, bro.
What up, you guys? It's Daydream, Day Drip, where they dream, they drip, and when they drip, they create. It's all a process now. Now, what up, you guys? Here we're talking. We're talking about FBG Duck, man. Rest in peace, R.I.P. Chicago legend. Y'all already know what it is, y'all. This is a very good clip. This is Billionaire Black. This is a cousin of FBG Ducks. This is a cousin of FBG Ducks. He's also a rapper. You know, he's been, posting for the longest. I think he was actually in this interview. Shout out to Adam22, no jumper. In this interview, he actually talks about how he was doing rap before even all of this. Even before all the gang stuff and this and that. And in this clip, he really talks about how FBG Duck really messed up. And I'm not saying like he really messed up in the sense that it's his fault, but it's in a sense of responsibility because he's completely right in here. Him as FBG Duck shouldn't have been running the streets. He shouldn't have been all around on the streets, just doing all this and that. You know how these streets get, man. We've seen so many people from Lil Jojo to, Zach TV who got shot down. All these different people just in the streets, just, you don't need to be there. Like Nipsey Hussle, he is a big example. Even he wanted to rebuild his block and everything. And shout outs to Black because he said that. He said that it was a pride thing with FBG Duck. FBG Duck wanted to own his hood. He didn't want to be, some punk, some bitch just get ran out of his city. He didn't want it to look like that. And I kind of understand y'all. Like you can't be the street tough nigga, but also be not in your city and saying that, oh, my ops is here, my ops is there, because fans stay just getting to your head. And I'm going to get into all that later. But as far as with FBG Duck, Black said in there, it was arrogance. It was, hey, I can do this, do that. I'm going to move through the city how I want. No one can touch me. And look what we saw. Look what happened. It's one thing where if you want to rebuild your block and you want to be able to, be that support system for your family. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people get fame and they just up and leave and you don't hear nothing from them. They might send you a couple dollars here and there, or it might decrease going down and down. But most of the time, it's not the case. And Duck didn't want to be that. He didn't want that to reflect on his character. He didn't trust anyone either. Like, honestly, and, look through his interviews. Look through other people's interviews with him. He even said on Vlad TV, like, I don't trust people. Like, I feel safe in my home. I want to be in the city where I like. I want to go to the street corners that I like, the stores that I like. I don't want to have to leave my home. And no man should. For real, they shouldn't. But it's all about your circumstance. He was in a situation where he is a target. It's one thing before this whole rap stuff where you were just, Duck, and you were just on the street, on the block, fucking with O Block and all that stuff. That was before. That was just y'all. That was just street shit. Now there's a lot more people involved. More people have eyes on you. That's why you don't see dudes like Dirk and Chief Keef and all them dudes, like they left. King Von was on his way. Even though he was coming back to O Block and he was, passing out money, doing this and that, taking care of his family, he was still in the beginning stages of his rap game. Duck wasn't. Duck had to go figure his shit out, and over years now, he built his name. And so for him to have died like this is such a shame. And I'm the first to admit it. Like, I understand beef from back in the day. I understand you killed my homie, I killed your homie. It's never going to be cool, this and that. But after a while, man, when people start dissing each other and doing this and that, there needs to be a stop to this. There needs to be a stop. You can't put yourself in danger like that. I'm going to bring back up Nipsey Hussle again. He owned literally the strip mall where he was selling his CDs years and years ago, 10-something years ago, selling the CDs on the corner and stuff. He was able to actually buy that block and have his store there. He was able to make it into his business where he didn't have to be on the street doing this, gangbanging, doing all this type of stuff. But you see how just one interaction from someone that used to be in his own crew that he used to sign, who's now supposedly a snitch, shot him down because Nipsey called him a snitch. And that is some street stuff. You do street stuff is going to follow you. You reap what you sow. So as far as Duck getting shot, that was some street shit, but it could have been different. He could have moved out. He could have been somewhere in the suburbs. And I understand, I don't like the suburbs either. It'd be weird out there. People be all drugs and just a whole bunch of stuff. You think killings is happening in the city of Chicago? They happening everywhere. Seen a little boy pop, 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 pop. It's happening everywhere. So as far as, FBG Duck, I salute him. He was a real man. He wanted to take care of his family. He wanted to put his family in a situation where they can be able to take care of themselves. And honestly, he's kind of done that because his mom is able to live off his YouTube and his streaming and all that stuff. He was an independent artist, but they need you. And that's what the moral of this story is. But, thank you guys. Daydream, like, subscribe, follow, comment, do all that stuff. Thank you guys. See ya. Bye.